The Lost Wallet. Part 1. The Disappearance. It had been a long day. Jake was tired after work. He stopped at his favorite cafe to drink a cup of coffee and relax. Now he was walking home, enjoying the cool evening air. As he reached into his pocket for his phone, he suddenly froze. His wallet was missing. Jake quickly checked his other pocket, then his jacket. Nothing. His heart started to beat faster. He stopped walking and carefully searched his bag. Still nothing. No. Where is it? He thought. Trying to stay calm, he took a deep breath and retraced his steps in his mind. He had paid for coffee at the cafe. Did he leave it there? Jake turned around and walked quickly back to the cafe. Inside, the place was still busy. He hurried to the counter. Jake, excuse me, I think I lost my wallet here. Did someone find it? The barista, a friendly woman in her 30s, shook her head. No, I'm sorry. No one turned in a wallet today. Jake sighed and looked around. His table was empty. He crouched down and checked under the chair and table. Nothing. Disappointed, he walked out of the cafe, his mind racing. Maybe I dropped it outside. He carefully walked back the way he came, scanning the ground. The street was busy, with people walking, talking, and shopping. Then he noticed a woman bending down to pick something up. Jake quickly stepped closer. Jake, excuse me, is that my wallet? The woman turned and looked at him, surprised. Woman, oh no, this is just a glove. Sorry. Jake sighed. He was starting to lose hope. Meanwhile, in a quiet alley nearby, a young boy was holding a black wallet. He looked around nervously. Should he keep it or should he return it? Part 2. The Decision. Jake sat on a bench thinking. His wallet had his ID, bank card, and some cash. Losing it was a big problem. Maybe someone will return it, he thought, but deep inside he wasn't sure. At that moment, his phone rang. It was an unknown number. Voice on the phone. Hello, is this Jake? I think I found your wallet. Jake's heart jumped. Jake, yes. Yes, it's mine. Where did you find it? I found it on the sidewalk. Can we meet at the park near the cafe? Jake didn't hesitate. Of course, I'll be there in 5 minutes. Part 3. The Search Continues. After the phone call, Jake headed to the park. His mind was racing with thoughts about his wallet and who might have found it. When he reached the bench where the person was supposed to meet him, no one was there. He looked around and checked his phone. He was on time. Maybe they changed their mind or left. Jake wondered. He decided to wait. 5 minutes passed, then 10. His anxiety grew. He called the number that had contacted him earlier. Phone voice. The subscriber is temporarily unavailable. Jake sighed heavily. He was starting to lose hope when he noticed the same woman he had spoken to earlier at the cafe. She was walking along the park path. Jake, excuse me, we met at the cafe. Did you happen to see a boy with a black wallet? The woman thought for a moment, then nodded. Woman, yes, I saw him a few minutes ago. He was talking to a man near the fountain. Jake hurried to the fountain. There was no one there, but on the ground he spotted something black. A wallet. He picked it up and opened it, but his excitement quickly faded. It wasn't his. Part 4. An Unexpected Encounter. Feeling disappointed, Jake slowly walked through the park, wondering what to do next. He was about to head home when he heard a voice behind him. Boy, hey, mister! Jake turned around. It was the same boy, but he now looked a little nervous. Did you find my wallet? The boy nodded but didn't hand it over right away. I'm sorry. At first, I didn't know what to do. I found it, but then a man came up to me. He said he knew the owner and asked me to give it to him. But when I asked him your name, he hesitated. Jake's expression changed. Jake, And then what happened? Boy, I told him I wanted to return it myself. He got angry, but I ran away. The boy pulled the wallet out of his backpack and handed it to Jake. Jake quickly checked the contents. Everything was still there. You did the right thing. Thank you so much. The boy smiled shyly. Part 5, A Lesson for the Future. Jake was still in shock about how things had unfolded. He couldn't believe that someone had tried to take his wallet through deception. Jake, you're a really smart kid. If you had given it to that man, I would have never seen it again. Thank you. The boy smiled. Boy, I just thought if I lost my wallet, I'd want it to be returned to me, not to someone else. Jake thought for a moment. He was grateful to have met such an honest person. He took out a $20 bill and handed it to the boy. Jake, you deserve this. The boy blushed, but took the money. Thank you. I'll buy myself a new book. Good choice. As he walked home, he realized that even though the day had started with a problem, it had ended with a valuable lesson. The world could sometimes seem cold and harsh, but there were still honest people willing to do the right thing.